Namo Amida Butsu. I remember in the early days of internet, I used to go to this Buddhist site called BuddhaNet. And one of the things that BuddhaNet was famous for was arguing and debating Buddhism. And if you weren't deemed to be part of a Buddhist group or philosophy they agreed with, they would attack you and they would say that it wasn't real Buddhism. That's actually one of the reasons I left Facebook. You would have people who were Theravada, mostly Theravada. Excuse me. It's cold here in Houston. Let me take a sip of tea. Okay, there we go. Yeah, mostly Theravada would attack the concept of Amitabha Buddha, because Amitabha Buddha is mentioned in the Mahayana Sutras, not the Theravada Sutras, to the best of my knowledge. And I've had people, particularly Christians, who salivate at the idea of debating my belief in Buddha. And the one thing I love about Jodo Shinshu Buddhism is that we are not a religious school of Buddhism that believes in debate. We have nothing to prove. And our attitude tends to be, if you don't believe in Amitabha Buddha and his primal vow, and you do not wish to go to his pure land, or you believe Amitabha and his pure land to be myths, false, unreal, move along. Find something else. You do you, basically. I find that people who love to argue tend to be very insecure people. Now, we as a school will stand up and defend our right to believe in Amitabha Buddha and his pure land and the primal vow. But we are not into going back and forth in endless arguments, because we feel too much respect toward Amitabha Buddha, toward Amida Buddha. Amida is another word for Amitabha. To debate and sully his name and sully the name of our school by arguing. Now, Josho Adrian Sensei and myself included will not hesitate to bluntly state a rebuttal against false teachings and false teachers, and people who just choose to attack what we believe. I have no problem telling someone to go screw themselves if they don't like what I believe. You don't have to believe what I believe. But I refuse to waste my time in endless debate with someone because I have nothing to prove. I am secure enough in my relationship with Amitabha Buddha so that stands alone. My faith is rock solid. It's not going away. It's like a tree planted, unmovable. Or more than a tree, it's like a rock that withstands the ravages of time. My body may wither and die, my faith never will. I have nothing to prove. I will defend my faith to the death with my own life. Because quite frankly, I'm just here in the time being until I go to the Pure Land. That's how I look at it. I'm not here to become a great Dharma master. I'm not here to become a Dharma priest. I'm not here to be worshipped and adored and venerated. I'm just here, biding my time, living my life, and sharing my faith in Amitabha Buddha with all who desire to listen. And that's the key. That's why I make this YouTube channel. Because if you're surfing the internet for Buddhist information and you come across my channel and you find my experience and what I have to say to be interesting or of value to you, then by all means, subscribe. Like and subscribe. If, however, you're looking for someone to argue with, just keep on looking. I'm not the channel for you. I have people who will send me emails trying to preach to me, trying to debate with me. They go in the trash bin. I don't even address them because there's nothing to address. If you do not agree with the traditional Jodo Shinshu stance of simple faith in Amida and entrusting oneself to Amida's other power in accordance with his 18th primal vow, there's nothing to talk about. The conversation's already been ended. My life is the primal vow of Amitabha Buddha. My relationship with Amida is my life. I enjoy other things. I enjoy different food, various forms of music. I work for a living. I go through the day-to-day struggles, inward and outward, that other people go through. But it's never with the intention that I'm going to become something great or become an enlightened master in this life. This is just a life I'm living. I'm here. I'm stuck in the Saha realm. This is my karma for now. When this life ends, it'll be a whole different story. I will be born in a lotus in the Pure Land of Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, in the center of the Pure Land, before my Lord Amitabha. I will become a Buddha, a true enlightened being. Until then, I'm here. And I make the most of it. But honestly, this is not where I want to be. I see beauty. I experience any range of emotions from joy to hate to anger to discontent to happiness to moments of exaltation. They're just clouds floating around, dissipating from one minute to the next. unsubstantial, ethereal. And that's basically how I view my life. I was listening to an old Sarah McLachlan song, Sweet Surrender. And if you watch the original video, there's a woman lying in the road, and it turns out, from what I can see, to be Sarah McLachlan in a wig. And the point of the song seems to be that, like the refrain of the song, doesn't mean much, doesn't mean anything at all. And she's referring to the life that she lives. That's my interpretation. That's what I get from viewing the video. And it's not a nihilistic song from my perspective. And that's not how I mean it, as a nihilistic comment. I have people I love. I love my job. I love serving people. I love the simplicity of my life. And as I've said before, since I turned 60, I've never been happier. And that's the honest truth. Does that mean I'm truly happy? No, and I never will be in this realm. Nothing you can call happiness can really take place in a permanent way in this realm of impermanence known as Saha, this realm of suffering and desire, because of suffering and desire. So I'm here. And I don't have time or a reason to argue and debate my religion, because people who argue feel like they have something to prove. They feel like they're right, and they need to let you know they're right. And they need to let you know why they're right. It doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong. I'm a bamboo. I'm a spiritual idiot. I don't see myself as right. So the idea of defending myself or my beliefs is a moot point. My Shinjin is not about what I believe or what I think. It's what I know. I know Amitabha Buddha and his pure land of ultimate bliss and peace are real. Period. End of discussion. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to argue about. And it's not about me being right. It's about Amitabha Buddha's primal vow. Only the Nimbutsu is true and real. Namo Amida Butsu.